We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Vince Velasquez is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
Ready now, John Torres, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
St. Louis, the right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split a 2-2 D-row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Again, another foul ball. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Pitch on the way.
We got a full count.
Colton Wong is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. There's a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Wong slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. One. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back toward the mound. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Now it's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Rounded down the third baseline, but this will get fouled. 2-1. The pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Nolan Gorman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Count remains full. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Jack Flaherty is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
And there you see the leadoff man, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll start us out in the home first. Pitch on the way. In there, and it's 0-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Standing in now, Justin Turner. He'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Turner enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding the zone.
Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over first. He'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Second third. The right field.
Striding into the box, Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Pops this one up. Gorman is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman will lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
Nolan Gorman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out. Ball.
Now 2-0 home. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Harper on the track to the wall. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. A ball and no strikes. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 1 for 3. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering on its way.
Ball inside.
1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Strike called. 2-1. Three and 1 to the Cardinals left fielder.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. To first. Hoskins has it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Aye. 1 and 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Rhys Hoskins. As they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch on its way. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Hoskins brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. This last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
At the plate, Reed Scott. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. One out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two. Two balls and a strike. Fouled away. 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Bases are empty. One man in. And the slider gets him swinging. Two gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is popped up. Wong shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work hard as a group to push each other to get better all the time. I really appreciate what they bring to this team." Sounds like a group that has earned a lot of respect around the league and from inside their own clubhouse.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Molina, 37 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
1-1.
Count 2-1.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, base hit.
Batting up, the pitcher, number 22, Jack Flaherty.
Into the box, Jack Flaherty. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. To second for one. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Digging in for his second at-bat, John Torres. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Here's Colton Wong now. Swing and he pops him up. But this will land untouched. Wong playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Flaherty on third. Torres at second with one away. Left side. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ground ball foul down the left side. First and second now, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball. It's 1-2. From the stretch.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2-2. Popped him up. And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Phillies nothing. And in steps Scott Kingery. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Shin high slider laid off for a ball. Three and one now.
They doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Striding in, Gene Segura. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Taps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And a good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you. He's not afraid to walk and get it over to an MLB.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Fairly clear sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
So digging in now, Andrew McCutcheon, runner in scoring position with Cigar. a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated.
The 1-1. Now a swing, and he pulls this one in the air out to left. O'Neill is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Paul DeYoung flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping up now, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
No balls and 1 strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
The 1-1 home. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is we're going for a bad streak like this guy. Any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk up and play. You're scuffling so bad.
So here now is Jackie Bradley as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Some guys only get to free agency 1 time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Fastball well outside. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Ready for another chance? Yadier Molina 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave it.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 2 balls and a strike to Molina. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This pitch is popped up. Hoskins is under it. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 22.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
So stepping in, Jack Flaherty, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. From the stretch. He'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Comes set, the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Cards strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in now for Philadelphia. Justin Turner. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 3.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Popped him up. Goldschmidt has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him off the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's inside.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Now the 1-0. It's high and outside for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. And this one misses for ball 4. So the Phillies have got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Coming to the plate now, Reed Scott, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch.
Ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 2-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, John Torres. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
It's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Ready once again, Colton Wong. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a throw over.
No, he's
And the
safe.
runner back safely. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And there's one down now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. It looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here comes the Phillies skipper on his way out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Zach Eflin enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Eflin.
Will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A line drive base hit to left field.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
To the plate now, Nolan Gorman fouled off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Paul DeYoung digs in next. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. 2 down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
Got a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And now pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Behind 0-2 now. The pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Hit out towards second. And there's one away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch.
Wow. Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. 5 innings complete. The Cardinals are out in front, 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Tyler O'Neill is set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Fastball just inside. Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Looking up is Benintendi. Gone! A solo homer off the bat of Tyler O'Neill. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball all the ballpark like he did just there.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll lay off the slider too low, ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 1-0. He's in there for strike 1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-2 the count. No outs, nobody on. Full count, 3-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadi Molina digging in now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over.
Ball 2 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. This will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. A hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Send it back right where it belongs.
At the plate now, Jack Flaherty. And they elect to have the pitcher bunt with 1 gone as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, John Torres.
Now batting, John Torres. He's set. Here it comes. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he fouls this one off. One and 1 count. Here's the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he
One ball,
can't
two
connect,
strikes,
so he
count.
finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Omar Narvaez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of any number 6.
Omar Narvaez.
Nope,
And
that's
he
the
lays
ball.
off there, 1-0. Batting average down in the low 210s. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Skied into very shallow right. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew McCutchen. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's out there. He's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Torres is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Francisco Liriano is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
49. Francisco Liriano.
Standing in, Colton Wong is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Fouled off. The 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Turner's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
1 gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Nolan Gorman will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. Flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Set and the pitch.
0-1.
Breaking ball called just a bit
Count
low.
1-0.
One out and a runner on second base. And he fouls this one off. Good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Strike two swinging just out in front of the slider.
Yeah, that pitch is the equalizer. Left on left slider, down the way. He can spot it up when he needs to. That pitch is almost unhittable.
Making him sweat out there. The seventh pitch coming up. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So a runner at second, two down now, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First offering on its way. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with two strikes.
Down and away, it's a ball and two strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Parks lead one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Stepping in, Bryce Harper, 0-2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Harper is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat.
Ball,
That
that's ball.
command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
The 2-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Wong. And that's out number 1.
Up next to Philadelphia, the first baseman, 3.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Standing in now, Reed Scott. And it's fouled away. No hits to this point. And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two out, nobody on. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Little chopper back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his masterpiece. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Cards lead it 3-0. In now, Tyler O'Neill. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Tyler O'Neill.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Jackie Bradley Jr. waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch.
Full count.
Swung on and
3-2.
missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the E?
Another payoff pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. Digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1 out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Benintendi is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for round number 2.
Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0. That's ball 2. Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 3-0. Bottom of the inning now. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
We're moving right along into this one as we hit into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
The 0-1 on its way. Lifted into center field. Bradley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Kingery.
Riding in once again, Scott Kingery. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, you hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Howie Kendrick will come on now as a pinch hitter, so that'll spell the end for Francisco Liriano. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Count. Here's the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Kendrick is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11". A right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 10th round during the 2002 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Stuck him out, so he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the ninth. Phillies strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Morgan Rodriguez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Taking in, Jack Flaherty will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch coming, here it is. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. Ground ball right side. Kingery's there. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range shot off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Now to the plate, John Torres. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. That evens it up 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the pitch. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering.
Full count. 3-2.
Popped him up. Scott moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Runner on first with 2 away. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. Nothing further in the Cardinal ninth. One last shot now for Philadelphia. They trail here 3-0. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He went down on strikes last time up.
The center fielder, Andrew.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty B. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face.
Oh, Giro, this is what every manager loves. One day when you come out and have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the ninth inning in today's game of your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
Pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy in the wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
So 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Bounce to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Now back. The right fielder.
And Bryce Harper will dig into the plate. He is the final man standing in the way of possible history here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Two out, nobody on. And it's 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Philly down to their last strike. And a fly ball. And this should do it. And it'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals come back to even up this series in a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Well, you know he wants that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys off balance and flailing at the plate all game long, so he really was the story.